11th of November 2015. Welcome to Property Chat.
So, in local news, Ken, I know there's a number of events coming up.
Indeed there are, yes. Starting with Betty Wivell. Many of you will have seen the interview we did with Liz Reeves, the principal, and amazing person, amazing dance organisation, and they've got their celebration of 50 years that they've been doing this for. Amazing. Her mother actually started it in her lounge, rolled back the carpet, and people came along 50 years ago.
Wow.
And now they've got their 50th anniversary celebration at the Seacombe Centre, and that is the Seacombe Theatre, and that's in Sutton, and that's from the 11th, that's this week, until the 15th. So get yourself along there. I'm sure you have a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'll be up there on Saturday night.
And also St James the Great School Christmas Fair on Windsor Road in Thornton Heath on the 6th of December. That's between 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We've been down there before. Great school. We've worked with them before.
Yeah.
So make sure you get down there and show your support.
They really are a great bunch of guys, and you know they're outstanding. Ofsted outstanding.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. They do deserve it. All credit to them. So get yourself along there, support them. They're great people. The other thing that was interesting in the news was Antic Pubs Kit. Now, I know we've had a discussion about this, but what's happened is that Antic Pubs wanted to put in a really classy pub in Norbury Mews. And when we actually first published this on our Facebook page, which is worth having a look at, facebook.com/Love Norbury, the local people were really delighted, and we're really enthusiastic about getting an antique pub because they have a reputation of bringing a real classy venue. And then it was turned down by the local authority, which just seemed crazy.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. And all of a sudden now we find out that that's been overturned, the permission is granted. And I know, Kit, you've been to antique pubs, so you can tell us a little bit about what they're like inside.
Yeah, it's great news for the area. I mean, they've got great live music, generally a nice atmosphere. If anyone's been to Pratt's and Payne in Streatham, they're also run by Antic Pubs. They've got a range of food. They've actually got their own exclusive ale to Antic Pubs.
Yeah.
And they also have a wide selection of other ales.
Yeah, so they're a kind of trendy type place.
Yeah,
but
definitely
also,
good news for Norbury.
Also kind of casual as well. Anyone can sort of walk in, drop in.
Yeah, it's not kind of intimidating or anything like that. And like I said, the live music is very good.
Brilliant. That's good to know. The other thing I wanted to mention, a little jewel in the crown just up the road from us there, is Hideaway in Streatham. I keep seeing, I've got to go down there one of these days. I'm a great jazz fan, and especially the smooth jazz, and they put on a lot of soul, a lot of jazz, and as a local area place, I really do think it's something that we should explore more.
Yeah, that's just across the road from Streatham Station, just opposite Morrison's. Yeah,
that just about wraps up the local news. Just the other thing that I noticed the other day, which I thought was great news, Subway opening in Norbury.
Yes.
That'd be a good one for you, Kit.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully alongside a little bit more exercise as well, maybe.
Yes, no, definitely. Subway opening up in Norbury, just down by the station there. So again, obviously,
absolutely great news for the area. And I noticed there's a zebra crossing going in opposite the park. The little playground there on Stamford Road.
Yes.
I thought that was good because it can be scary fast even with the road bumps down there.
Yeah, definitely.
And there are a lot of children at that end, so that was good to see too. I think that just about wraps up the local news.
Yes,
doesn't it?
I think so.
Okay, so on to the property news. Interesting to see that the Bank of England again voted to keep interest rates on hold, which is good news for the stability of the property market. And they also said that the next increase was unlikely to come before May 2017. Mark Carney added that low interest rates are expected to encourage strong investment and pick up in the housing market. Well, we've already seen the pick up in the housing market, but what it does lend is stability. And another thing that's come out of that is that a few people are talking about interest rates not being used as a tool in the housing market, so that their reason for being is not just about to control house prices, it's actually about business, money lending in general. And so, the fact that they're not going to use those to control housing, it would seem now, and that's certainly what the Monetary Policy Committee are suggesting, has to be good news for the market, just to bring that stability and keep it on the level, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely, I think good news from the market. Home ownership in Britain has just fallen for the first time since records began in 1995, behind France. We're now currently at 64.8% owner-occupied properties, whereas France is 65.1%.
That's a shocker, isn't it?
Yes.
Because we've always been, it's always been thought that we're a nation of homeowners, the Englishman's home is his castle, that kind of thing. And I think it comes down to the housing crisis and the house prices. I mean, it's crazy for young people especially to try and get onto the market.
And recently, just a bit of fun news, the Monopoly Board, London Monopoly Board, there has been a change after 80 years. As Pall Mall has shot up in value, it will be moving from the pink section to the green section.
So no doubt you'll be trying to occupy that space as well, Kit.
No doubt.
The other thing that I found interesting, I don't know whether you saw a programme about a builder that was on TV. He was basically a farmer, and what he did, he put hay bales all around part of his land to a very great height and built a castle behind them, hidden from public view. Established it for a year, literally built it in secret, and then eventually took down the hay bales. And when the planners came along and said demolish it, he said no, it's established, it's been here for long enough that you can't challenge it. Well, extraordinary thing. If you want to look it up, Google it's in Redhill, and it's a castle that was built behind hay bales, and I'm sure it will come up on Google for you if you want to see a picture of it. But now Reigate and Banstead Borough Council took him to court and argued he was in contempt for not complying with enforcement notices. High Court judge said he would be jailed for his defiance if the property is not demolished, which is quite sad really. However, Mr Fiddler says it cannot be knocked down because it's protected area for bats and newts. So he's still got one last little bit he's grappling on there.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that just about wraps up the news for now, Kit, yeah?
Yep, no problem.
Thanks for watching.